So this is a main page for our sample application of banking system. So first we can have a register name. So I'll have register an account which the information are false. Then here we have we can automatically log in into our account. So if we want to deposit any account, then we can type any number. Okay. And you can see we have 1,234. So you can filter using date range if like you can search history transaction through here. You can find any date you can find. Then you can deposit again. Or here we got 3 menu button. So first is home. Here we can see our history transaction. Then the second one is the deposit, like just now I show, and the withdraw. So I'll take out the 234. Then you can see that I have withdraw 234. Then the balance is 1,000. Then we can log out again. You can see the login menu. And here is it.
Hi guys, I'm Yoong from the group Edgerunners. Now I will teach you guys how to host a Django website using ngrok. First of all, I will use a simple application to demonstrate. Go through the folder until you saw the manage.python source file. After that, using the command prompt to access to this directory. When you access to the directory and you haven't run the Django website before, you can type this command. This command will allow you to install all the requirement package that the sample application needs. After that, you can use this command. This command will help you to migrate all the code in your sample application to make it able to run it on the server. After that, all you need is to just type this command. This will help you to run the server locally, and you will be able to access to your sample application website using this link. Copy it and paste it on your Chrome, and now you access to your own sample application. However, this is not the end. To be able to host it and let other computer access to your sample application website, you will need the Ngrok. Go to the Ngrok website and then create an account. After create the account, download the Ngrok. After you download it, remember when you open the command prompt, copy this command and then paste it. It will help you to link to your account. Then only you can use this Ngrok for other purpose. When you finish downloading the Ngrok, you will get a zip folder like this. Click into it and drag this ngrok.exe outside in any folder you want. After that, open another command prompt and go to the directory where you put your Ngrok. After that, type on this. And the Ngrok will generate a website link for you. Copy on this link and then go to your sample application folder. Found this setting.python source file. Drag it to your Python chunk or any other compiler. After that, copy this and then paste it on your own setting Python source file. Save it and open a new tab and then paste this link. And then you will see the banking system had been moved to this server, and then you can access to this sample application using this link. That's all for my part. Thank you.
Good day everyone, I'm Foo Wei Seng Adrian from Edgerunners. Today I'm going to show you how to connect to a database file with Python Django. I will use a sample application as an example for connecting to a database. First of all, I will have to locate the sample application folder and drag and drop it into PyCharm community to open it. Okay, to connect to the database, Django uses the databases setting in your Django setting file. The databases setting is a dictionary that specifies the database connection parameters for your Django project. In this sample application, the Django settings file is this settings.py. In this highlighted block of code, it will create a database connection to a SQLite database file named db.sqlite3. In this case, the engine setting, which is this one, specified that Django should use a SQLite database engine to connect to the database. And the name setting, which is this one, specify the name of the SQLite database file, which is db.sqlite3. Once the database setting has been defined, Django will automatically connect to the database when it needs to perform a database query. You can then use Django database API to execute queries and retrieve data from the database. Let me show you an example. I will explain this part of the code. At first, the code gets a connection to the database using connection.cursor. Then it uses the cursor.connection dot execute method to execute the select statement that retrieves the number of rows in the table. It stores the result of the select statement in the num variable. Next, the code gets the current time using timezone.now and removes the microsecond from it. It then calculates the expiration time for the cache value based on the timer parameter, which is this one, and store it into the exp variable. After that, the code checks if the number of rows in the table is greater than the maximum of entries allowed in the cache. If it is true, it calls the call method to remove some of the entries. The code then pickles the value parameter using the picker.dump, which is this one, method functions, and encode the picker value in base64 using the base64 dot using this base64 dot b64 encoding pickle. It stores the encoded value in the b64 encoded variable. Finally, the code executes the select statement that retrieves the cache key and expiration time for the cache value with the specific key, which is this one. It stores the result in the result variable. That's all from me, thank you.
Hello guys, I'm Han Yuan from Group Edgerunner. Now I will talk about page redirect, and I will use our source code to explain the page redirect in Python language. In this source code includes some page redirect. For the first one is this line. The meaning of this line is the login redirect URL is set to this, which means that login user will be redirected to the URL transaction report. And the second part, which includes page redirect, is this part. For this part, the URL patterns list is include page redirect. For example, when a user navigates to slash, will be redirect to the home view, which is a class-based view defined in the core app. When a user navigates to account, they will be redirected to the account app's URL configuration. Similarly, when a user navigates to transaction, they will be redirected to transaction app's URL configuration. That's all my part, thank you.